What if we took a bit of a different perspective when we thought about conflict? Consider it. You are two people sharing a life together that have come from two different perspectives, two different histories, filled with all kinds of different beliefs, expectations, and needs that have all been shaped by your family of origin, along with your past relationships. And so the problem isn't that you two disagree or even that you trigger each other from time to time. It's much more about how you engage in conflict. When you feel unheard, disrespected, or when that person shuts down and just walks away. Often, couples end up turning each other into the enemy instead of addressing the real issue as a team. This is when two different perspective turns into that interrupting each other, yelling, dismissing each other, instead of seeing it for what it's really about, looking under the surface of what's really trying to be expressed. So instead of trying to win the argument, what if you lean towards understanding each other and what's really being said underneath that need or difference of opinion? If we add to that conflict usually has a lot less to do with the topics of today and much more to do with what's underneath. And so we've got all that going on in the here and now. But if we add to that conflict usually has a lot less to do with whatever's going on today and much more to do with what's underneath. For some couples, a feeling of being underappreciated or misunderstood, that underlying tension that hasn't yet been addressed for fear of making it worse. We've got all of that going on just underneath the surface. What if your recent conflicts have just been trying to get your attention? What is it that you might be missing? What repetitive arguments keep happening and the main theme keeps going unnoticed? What if there was a way to catch these signals that makes conflict feel clarifying instead of confusing or damaging? In the Rekindle community, I often have conflict resolution clinics, maybe about once every other month, to give practical guidance on ways to help de-escalate tension, how we repair trust once it's broken, and communicate more effectively. So all of that stuff that's been running in the background doesn't take you under, doesn't take hold, and ruin today what belongs in the past.